Hey everyone, this is Cineax here, and I am here with Johnny Utah today.
Yes,
It's
sir.
it's been a while, right? It's
It
been
has been.
what
It's
was it,
been a
like 3 weeks now?
crazy 3 weeks. Been
Jesus
almost a month.
Christ! Oh no, God, that's what happens when we get sick and it passes on through a virus. Like
Yeah.
I don't
Oh
know what
goodness.
happened. A lot of people here was getting sick on what was it at work too?
Yeah. There's a lot
So
of people going down.
that's it's terrible. I don't know. It was an outbreak of some sort. Maybe called The Strain. By the way, good show. Anyways, what
I
was
was
it?
just gonna say,
We're basically back, and we're gonna talk about a couple of stuff here and there, a couple of games that we wanted to talk about. We're gonna try to shorten out the show for about like 30 to 40 minutes. Not try to do the infamous hour and like change.
yeah.
Let's see if we can manage that one. But we don't have
Eh,
too much for today. But no,
with our
next week
luck,
we
we'll
will
drag it out
be.
to 3 hours.
We're, no, I'm pretty sure it's gonna go back to 3 hours when the fall starts going through.
No, yeah, it's true.
We got like, I think we have Fallout. They dropped out the Nuka Cola, so we might have to
Yeah, the
cover
Nuka
that out.
World.
Wait, do you even have Fallout? Yeah, you have it, right?
Oh yeah, I Fallout.
Okay, and you played
Wait,
it out,
yeah.
right?
I have not completed it yet, but I do have it. It is slowly coming along. I'm one of those people that just gets lost in the world. So yeah.
No, no, that's no. Bad Johnny. Anyways,
It took me like 2 years to finish Fallout 3 because seriously, I get in there and I just wander. All right, I become a wasteland wanderer.
oh, that's terrible. So now that brings me into my next question for you. How did you feel about No Man's Sky?
Uh I honestly, I really enjoy it. It is everything that I thought it was going to be. Um, I thought there would be multiplayer, but only because I was told there was going to be. But I mean, I was actually just playing it earlier today.
Oh
I get
man.
in there. I enjoy the catharsis of it. You just get in there, you go numb, and you just gather resources, put your ship together, all that kind of goodness.
Ah, no. I
I mean, I understand there's a lot of people hating on that game.
Oh
There
my
is a
God.
lot of people hating on that game,
Is it-
and I can understand it. Even though it took this long to come out, it doesn't feel like a completed game.
You say it
I've
doesn't feel like a complete game?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay. No,
I
yeah,
love it,
that's
but it does not feel like a complete game.
I was like, "What? No. What are you talking about? Can't have both sides." Like No, I agree with you. What was it? Everybody already figured that out once, they got into it. It's not complete at all. There's a lot of missing like situations, like the faction system.
Yeah,
A couple of things here and there are broken or gets a little repetitive or a little too drawn out, such as the language system.
yeah. Let's let,
Um,
let's learn a language one word at a time.
yeah, oh my God. Like that's me in real life. Like grab the book and it's like, biblioteca. Okay, we're done today. Thank you.
Be honest with yourself. You're still learning English.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right. I learned English at a No Man's Sky rate. And I don't know, to me, the game initially, of course, it's a brand new game. Everybody's going to get into it. Everybody likes it. Initially, it was great.
Yeah.
Potentially, it has a lot going for it. Ultimately, it's not working out. It's like a bad relationship. You take her out, she orders fish and you don't like fish. She continues to order fish and you're like, "You know what? This is really getting repetitive." Like but
Yeah.
I'm hoping cuz being that the free updates and all that stuff and like some of the future content that they're going to drop into this game picks it up a notch and fixes up, a lot of the stuff that everybody badgered on. I kind of
Yeah.
hope it works out at some point, in all honesty, because they really did have a good thing going for them. But
Oh yeah.
That
Well, I actually just read something earlier today that compared it to the game Spore from back in the day.
yeah,
You know,
somebody kept bringing up Spore too about comparing it to this. Oh, go ahead.
well, it was a highly lauded game to begin with. You know, before it came out, you know, it was supposed to be the game that was going to revolutionize all games, and you know, this is how games are going to be made from now on. And
Oh, I thought it was a
you
game
know,
for kids.
and then the game came out, and yeah, it was just a bunch of penises.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah. Ah,
it's
good old days.
it's like the best part of that game was making your character. Once you finished making your character, yeah, it was stupid. You
No,
know,
yeah, the
I would,
character creation definitely tops all, and we didn't even get that in No Man's Sky. How
yeah,
could you? How could you, Sean? How dare you rob us of any creation for ourselves?
yeah. Well, and the news that came out that once you get to the center of the galaxy, spoilers, by the way, if anybody does not want to learn how No Man's Sky ends,
Oh, that's
you
the
know,
worst.
stop listening for a little while. Um, but yeah, apparently when you get to the end of the center of the galaxy, boom, you're transported back to another portion, and you get to start all over again.
No, that was the best ending ever. Like, I when I went through the ending, I cried. I put everything down. I walked away from the computer and I was like, you know what? This is not worth it at all. Thankfully, I did not journey as far as some of these people have,
Yeah.
because I would not be able to bear an ending of that nature. Like, I've played games that are terrible, and at least the ending was more of a "hey, it's over, you can move on" type of feel.
Yeah.
But No Man's Sky's ending was pretty much like, "Hey, look, it's really not over. No,
Now you start from here.
now you
Let's see if
start
you
from
can
this
make it.
spot and keep going." Like, that's
Oh, you finished from there? Well, let's try starting from here.
it's terrible. It really is. Luckily, there's other games out there that's gonna save us from the randomness.
Yes.
Fallout 4, they came out with Nuka Cola. I'm gonna try that out eventually. If
And
you are on PSN, you get to play games like Journey if you didn't buy that, like I did. Um, Lords of the Fallen. Apparently, it's like a mix between Demon Souls and Bloodborne.
okay.
From what I've gathered, that's another game I'm going to try out. What was it later this week? I've been I've been really stuck on Legion. And like I already told you, I already know how World of Warcraft works. Give it like 2 to 3 months, it's gonna fade.
Yep.
We'll all be back to work, and trying to explain why we've been calling out for 3 months. But don't worry about it. It's all fine. We always gotta accept that they know when the World of Warcraft players disappear around the same time, like every other year.
Oh, there must be an expansion.
Ah, crap! Where'd he go? Who's gonna run this machine? But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on my side. What games have you been playing, Johnny?
Um, honestly, the games I've been playing Fallout. I've been playing No Man's Sky, and I've been playing NBA 2K16 and
Oh,
Madden 16.
the what was it? The demo's supposed to come out too. I think
Oh,
on the
for
ninth.
2K17?
Yeah, 2K17. It's like an early start to your career mode.
Oh, okay. I should give that a whirl then.
Yeah, hopefully that's gonna pick up the pace for the gaming this fall. Does it seem
Yeah.
like too much is going on for the most part? We had was it Final Fantasy? They kicked it back like 2 months. Like,
Yeah.
I don't blame a game for if they want to hold it down and they want to fix a couple of things and whatnot. Because if they're gonna have a good game, by all
Yeah.
means, go for it. But
Oh,
two
yeah. I'm
months,
all no, no. I am all for delaying a game until it's ready.
yeah, I feel exact because it's sixty
You know,
dollars we're paying for these things.
I don't want to EA this game, all right?
No, no, oh my God. And speaking about EA, have you even played Battlefield yet?
Yes, I did play the beta, and I enjoyed it for the most part. I think the horses are overpowered in my opinion, but that's just
Oh, you
that might
found a
just be me.
horse. I got picked up in a wagon once, and I got yelled at by the guy, and he was like, "Get in here," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." Yeah,
Okay.
sure. I'm just gonna sit here in the back. But yeah, the game so far is pretty good. No problems whatsoever as far as gameplay is concerned.
Hmm.
Comparing it to Hardline, it's a better launch so far. Because
Yes.
Hardline used to do the craziest things where like your car would get stuck into the wall and it would catapult over a bridge. There was a lot of things
Oh,
going wrong with Hardline, but so far
that
right
is a
now,
Battlefield thing. I mean, honestly,
I guess so.
how many fail videos have you seen on YouTube of like shit Battlefield 4?
Oh yeah, Battlefield 4 was infamous, but at least they
Yeah.
polished that one perfectly.
They did. They took that turd and they polished it into painted glass.
Yeah, that was great. Battlefield 1, we're pretty much expecting the same stuff to happen at some point in time. I haven't had too much time with it because the first time I was trying to play, EA didn't want to connect to their servers,
Yeah.
and today I wanted to play also, and now PSN is having maintenance issues or
Yeah,
whatever
I
is
noticed
going
that too.
on. Oh,
Yeah.
so you're having the same thing too?
Yeah. Well, what's strange is I couldn't get onto NBA 2K16, but I could play No Man's Sky.
Well, I would assume No Man's Sky would still kind of work. Like, I feel like it's
Yeah,
only online when you need to upload something, and that's it.
but I was uploading things.
That's a different story. Maybe you need a
Yeah,
PlayStation Plus or PlayStation at all for it.
I don't know.
Ah,
It's yeah.
that's a good question you could ask Sean if he lies to you in your face. But what was it? Oh, we also played out Titanfall. Have you played that out?
I have not played that.
Oh my god, that one was pretty decent. The only
Oh yeah?
the only thing in my opinion was funny was like, me and Badaducci, what was it? We actually got together to play it, and it was right after the whole No Man's Sky dry spell.
Ah
So
yes.
for some reason, everything in Titanfall seemed just like 10 times better than it should have been. Like just hopping into like a Titan, even though we've done this before in the other game, was just like, oh my god, this is great, and like grappling around and flying
Well,
around exactly like you did in Titanfall 1, and we're still
hopping in
really
and out of
hooked.
the Titan was the best part of that game, though. So I mean, seriously.
No, seriously, it is. Even
Yeah.
hijack. No, I haven't hijacked one, but I got onto the back of one
Hmm.
and destroyed it from there, and I thought that
Yeah,
was
that's always
cool.
fun too. Yeah.
Best moment, and I think I have it recorded somewhere. I kicked someone in the face with my grappling hook. And I was pressing buttons randomly. My grappling hook shot out, and I flew over into that guy's direction, kicked him in the face. I was like, "This is the best game ever." Yeah, that's it.
That is amazing.
That made it for me. And it
Yes.
seems like I think now we're actually getting reined in with first-person shooters, with Battlefield
Mm.
out coming out soon. Titanfall I
Yes.
think comes out in October, if I'm not mistaken, and Call of Duty's also coming out with theirs.
Okay.
That's gonna be a tough one because I already know I'm gonna get
Yeah.
Battlefield. I have played
Well, yeah.
Battlefield for God knows how long. Call of Duty is the same exact thing. Titanfall, I want to get into it, but I'm afraid that the things with Battlefield and Call of Duty is just gonna overshadow it. Well,
Yeah.
ultimately, like yeah, done. It's over.
Yeah.
So I don't see Titanfall really pulling out this time. Well, more like they're just gonna keep in because I really don't see how that game's gonna compete with those two juggernauts to begin with.
Wait, which one was it going to compete? I'm sorry.
No, you just blacked out. He said, "Er."
I think I had a bit of a stroke there. I
Yeah,
forgot
pretty
how to.
much. But
I forgot how to person.
Titanfall, I don't think it's gonna compete with Battlefield and Call of Duty coming out all at the same time in that little time frame that we have.
Yeah, they both have like this huge following, and Titanfall had a huge following, and then it just kind of didn't.
No, yeah, it fell apart quick. I don't know specifically why, because I mean, like, let's look at Call of Duty for example. I don't know what
Yeah.
Call of Duty is doing specifically because the gameplay is almost the same for the most part, and you
Hmm.
can still do team deathmatch in Titanfall.
Right.
So it's there. The option's there. So having no campaign for Titanfall, it didn't seem like a big issue, in my opinion, because everybody goes straight to multiplayer right off the bat.
Not true.
Damn.
Not true.
So are you
I
one of them?
know. I always play the mission. I play the story mission in Battlefield.
No, that you have to do it in Battlefield. Battlefield,
I play.
those are good stories.
I played it in the last Call of Duty I played, which was Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, that's a long time
That
ago.
was a long time ago. Yeah, the whole what uh fucking snowmobiling off the cliff and catching it with your fucking ice hook and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that was old school stuff right there.
Oh yeah.
I think like what
That,
was it? I played I think up to Modern Warfare 3 was the last
okay.
story I played. And everything else I just went into multiplayer, played it out, and that was it. Eventually I wanted to get back into it cuz I think was it Battle no, not Battlefield. Black Ops 3
Hmm.
or the one before it had like 4-player co-op for the campaign. And I thought that was like ingenious. Like you
That is
basically
pretty
took
cool.
the best of two worlds. You have the campaign that not many people play, but they play, and
Hmm.
multiplayer. So now you can play with your friends on the campaign, enjoy the story together, and it's not like co-op missions. It's actually the entire campaign you could play out.
Okay, that's cool. I like that idea.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing it for Infinite Warfare, which is a big, in my opinion, it's a big loss. But it's Call of Duty. It sells itself. Like,
Yeah. Millions of people are going to buy it just because it's Call of Duty, and then millions more are going to buy it because the trailer looked fucking amazing.
oh yeah, that's what got me. Cause I almost was about to say like, hey, I am not buying Call of Duty this year. And then on E3 we saw this amazing trailer and we were like halfway through it. I have to get this game. You didn't know what game it was, but you
No,
knew you had to get this game. Me personally, I don't like space missions, space anything,
right.
but I wanted this game. It looked that amazing.
It really did. And you could
And
grapple across the space and kick someone in the face, just like you did in
in Titanfall,
in
yeah, see,
Titanfall. Yeah.
those are goals right there. Hashtag goals. But it's a little depressing that when you saw the title Call of Duty drop. Oh
It's like,
my
wait, that's what I wanted to play.
god, that
I
was
feel dirty.
terrible. Felt really dirty.
Yeah.
It's like, oh gosh, no, that was bad. Well, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, Call of Duty won't really let us down. I feel like Battlefield's gonna take it this year, but Call of Duty always has some way to do it. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
true.
it's really sad. Just hoping
Well,
that Battlefield wins this year. This time, we'll see.
Battlefield never wins, though. It never does. I think,
No, no, you're right. You had a lot of
yeah.
12-year-olds that are being multiplied across the.
Yeah. I think the last time Battlefield won was Battlefield 2, and that was it only won on the PC. It did not win on the PlayStation 3.
No, yeah, I don't think Call of Duty was doing like they did decent for PC from what I remember,
Yeah.
but the coming on years and shit, like it's not been doing well at all. So I know it takes over like what was it PlayStation and Xbox, and now they're like PlayStation sided. The beta I think comes out in October also for Call of Duty,
Yeah.
and I think it's like they have like some type of PlayStation exclusive.
Hmm.
So I don't know if that means that they start early and you could play, or it's like Xbox you can't touch the beta, just buy the game and figure it out if you like it or not. Just make sure you have a good hookup at GameStop that's gonna return it full refund, no problems. Or you could offer it up on. I think there's an app called Offer It Up, and that should help you out because
Yes.
you don't want to make another mistake like No Man's Sky just yet. Even though some people
Hey, that
enjoy
was not a
it,
mistake.
some people. Like
Hey,
the one anomaly that sticks
hey,
out is
according to this podcast, you have a 50% chance of liking No Man's Sky.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it.
Yeah,
It's like 50% of this podcast loves No Man's Sky. That's a big turnover right there.
yeah.
It's gonna come up on Polygon's news tomorrow. Like,
But hey,
that is.
you can look at it this way. Hello Games, which was a very, very tiny development company, is now going to be huge.
Oh no, yeah, automatically they're gonna be huge. They're gonna be huge automatically just to this alone. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's priceless what's going on with these games nowadays. I'm just really hoping that they're actually gonna pick it up though with the updates of some sort, cause
I
and
hope so. I
then
mean, I could see it turning into like a Minecraft kind of thing where like, a couple years from now it's going to be like this amazingly fleshed out game with a bunch of shit to do.
well, I'm pretty sure of it. I can see it going in somewhat of the same direction. I'm pretty sure they're gonna cave and they're gonna drop your multiplayer. Um, and they're gonna either not drop it. They're probably gonna refine it because it's probably still there, even though there was like that video where like the people were in the same thing, the same planet or
Yeah.
some shit. But I'm pretty sure it was because it was like different servers or something like that that left it where they couldn't do anything together. I guess, or
Yeah.
they couldn't even see each other to begin with. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be building. They're gonna probably refine on the survival because of a pet peeve of mine was I get into a planet and no matter what, it was always the same. It was like you get to the planet and now it's just hot. Doesn't look hot, but it's just hot. And now
Oh,
both your bars are going down, and you're like, "Fuck!" I got here. I want to
oh no,
go
I've
over in that direction, but my materials over in that direction, and it felt like an open world that started getting really linear to me,
hmm
and it was just like you just got to survive. Don't fuck your exploring. You got to survive right now. And I'm
Oh,
pretty
see,
sh-
I
Go ahead.
I've been on planets that were hot. I've been on planets that were like freezing cold. I've been on beautiful planets that, you know, I almost didn't need anything. I
Yeah,
almost
I've
didn't need
yet
life
to find
support.
a planet like that. That'd be great. That'd be.
Yeah.
I've managed to get the hot, cold, and then severe weather planets, and that was the one where I thought it was like, it didn't have hot or cold at all,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my god, this planet's really nice. Everything is so lush. This is amazing. It looks beautiful, and there's a severe weather coming. I'm like, what's this? And it's just wind blowing. Like I was like, that's it. That's what's damaging my suit right now. Like, like what is it? Like 10 mile an hour winds? Like, no.
It's a slight breeze. Come
It's
on.
a slight breeze that really tears through your jumpsuit made of like Walmart plastic. I'm
Hey,
pretty sure
well,
if like you upgraded and stuck with it, things will get a lot easier. And I wouldn't say more entertaining, but it gets there.
well, here's the thing though. I got stuck on a hot planet with a severe storm.
That's
Yeah.
that's that's terrible because it's like the same bar, but it goes faster.
Yeah. It's just like what was it? I think it was like every 5 minutes I had to replenish. It
See,
was
I,
just
I would have been pissed off.
crazy.
I would have been like, nope, that's all right. We're out of here. I left a
It's like,
planet just like that. I was like, no. I did like 2 minutes on that planet, and I'm like, all right, this is too much. Let's go.
well, no, I couldn't just leave though because they had gravitino balls all over the goddamn place.
Oh no, oh my god, oh my god. Are you talking about the things that were like, no? Was it the things that you could turn in for like 29K a pop?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was good times. That was like probably the best time of my life in No Man's Sky was the fact that I was able to grab these fucking balls. Yes. And turning them in for like it was like 29K a pop because the balls are all over the place.
Yes.
And the galactic trade guy was like on top of a mountain right by the field of these balls. And I was like, this is probably like the luckiest I've ever gotten in a video game. And I farmed that entire field, even though like every time you picked up the ball, you get like the 3-star Grand Theft Auto trade rating. Like I was like, you know what?
Yeah. All of a sudden, these fucking dogs with laser faces start coming after you.
Yeah, like those fucking those sentries are terrible. And like just laser like your face off and whatnot. No. But no, it was fun for that time being. I think I made like almost like 2 million, I think,
Hmm.
in like whatever credits, money, dollars, euro.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck
I don't know what it was.
everything everything in that game is just sort of like, well, that's money.
That looks
Oh,
like
and
money.
the the distance that you're going with is a U. What the fuck does U stand for?
Yeah, I think it was like it stood for units though. That's what I think it was.
Units?
Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
was units.
that
Now that
sounds
you
good to
mentioned the
me.
U, I just remember the symbol, but barely. But
It's
now you
like
mentioned, I
it's
think it was
200.
units, and that's how
I
much I
want
had. 20
10,000
million
units.
units. I mean, 2 million units. 20 million.
Yeah.
I would have bought like all the ships. I ended up buying a ship right off the bat. Like this is why I can't have like any type of lotto money. I'd personally like, hey, you just won like $73 million. It's like, oh, this is great. I'm buying a fucking spaceship. What,
Yeah.
Dave? Like, what are you doing?
Well, that's what
Ah,
I did when I got my first 1.5 million. I'm like, okay, I'm buying that ship.
yeah,
I walked over and I bought it, and then like the very next ship that came in, it's like, wow, that's a nicer ship. I wonder how much that is. Oh, that's like $5 million.
yeah. And I think they increase too, like based on like what you have equipped and whatnot.
Yeah, that's what it
It's
seems like.
always gonna be a step up for some reason. But yeah, that
Yeah.
was that was one of the kind of downfalls. Like you buy that $2 million ship and then you're living on ramen in the middle of space again, and you're like, oh god, it's a terrible
Well,
thing.
what pissed me off is I had just put like three three warp cores into my ship right before I sold it
Why would you do that?
because I didn't know you couldn't get them out.
Oh, that's that makes a whole lot of sense. Thank God I didn't go to that mistake. That's terrible.
I just put three in there, and I go to swap everything over, and it's like, wait, how, I want where's my warp cores? I want my warp cores.
Oh, that's
Fuck,
bad. Um,
you bastard.
so was it No Man's Sky? Great and all. At some point, I'm pretty sure I'll get back to it. I'm hoping the price drops on it because I sold that in a heartbeat. Sold that so bad, I had to. Final Fantasy is probably the major thing I'm looking forward to right now. And mind you, I feel like they're really setting this game up. If you have not noticed, have
Oh
you
yeah,
noticed?
they're
Like, have you seen? Like, it was like they had some cartoons.
yeah.
I seen that somewhere, and they also had a movie come out in selected theaters.
Oh, I did not see that.
Yes, the movie is called King's Glaive. I think I pronounced that correctly this
Oh
time.
yes, yes you did.
Thank you so
I've
much.
seen that on I've seen that on the PlayStation little home screen thing.
Oh yeah, I am definitely going to get that movie and see that out. But I'm gonna watch the actual cartoons first because I don't know if there's a chronological order to these things. But I'm assuming there is. I'm hoping.
Right.
But they came out with the cartoons. They got a lot of stuff that's going around about it. Uh, these are the same people who dropped a demo
Hmm.
and updated the demo. Who updates their demo? Who does? Hey, you know what? We need to patch our demos. No,
Square
what?
Enix. Square
Just
Enix
yeah.
updates their demos.
That was like it was the funniest thing because it was just like one day I remember logging into my PlayStation and there was an update. Ah, okay. What's updating? Oh, your demo for Final Fantasy. And I was like, what?
Yes.
And I think they did a couple like UI changes. They changed out a couple of things. I don't know if they expanded anything from what I've seen. I think the same stuff is still there, but it seems like a lot to do for a little demo.
Right.
um,
Well,
then they had the nerve to drop another demo. Two
oh.
demos, Square. What the fuck?
Two
Two fucking. You
demos.
pull one out, you patch it, and now you want to give us another demo. I'm not complaining, but this is really weird. To me, it's like you're trying to like get that hype train going.
Well, you know, When is the last time Square Enix released a commercially viable video game?
Wow. Now that you put it like that, I mean, the
Yeah,
best we got was Final Fantasy. What was it the A Realm Reborn? I think it was called
yeah,
the one that's on.
and
Was it MMORPG? That's as good as
yes,
it got, from what I know.
and that wasn't very commercially successful.
Kinda, almost.
Kinda. There were a few people that really got into it, but for the most part, it flew under the radar. I never played it. I'm going to tell you that right now. I never played it.
No, me, Templar. What was it? A couple of others like Frozone and was it Prophetic?
Mhm.
We took that game to heart.
Yeah.
They did more than I did, but yes, that was like the secondary World of Warcraft for us, and it almost worked out. The only reason why I loved it a lot more than World of Warcraft at one point and like other games was because I could play it on my PlayStation 4. That was it. To have an MMORPG on your PlayStation 4 and you could still have the use of your mouse and keyboard,
Hmm.
huge, huge. That's it.
I miss Fantasy Star Online.
Oh, there you go. That's another great one. Maybe they'll cough something up, but I think they shut it out and they're
Yeah,
not going to give it to us.
no. They did come out with Fantasy Star Online 2.0,
That's the one
which
I
was
think that they're going to not give us.
no, yeah, they did not give it to us, but I did play it.
Oh, you little bastard.
I bought a Japanese copy because the Dreamcast was not region specific.
Oh, wow. But I think,
Yep.
no, there was, let me see. I'm going to look this up real quick because I could have sworn they had online. Yeah, PS4. Oh, no. There's one on PS4, but it's July 4th, 2012.
No.
That came out already. What?
Yeah. Well, I'll be damned.
I don't understand.
I don't think that game would live up to current standards, though.
I highly doubt it,
Yeah.
but you
I
never
mean,
know.
just
I'm
thinking
pretty sure
back, it
there's
was,
like a good
yeah.
group of people who play this back to back.
But I, oh, I actually forgot a couple of games that I've been playing as well. Um, I downloaded the demo for the King of Fighters, the
King
newest
of
King of
Fighters.
Fighters. Oh
That's a
yeah,
different direction.
yes. Oh, I am a big fan of the 2D the 2D fighters.
And oh well, yeah. No, I can't. I was it. I really want to see how Injustice 2 does. Only for the story though.
Ah,
Like, like I said, I was getting into the whole comic thing with what was it, Rebirth and everything, and oh my
yeah,
god, I'm enjoying the whole comic spiel of stories and whatnot. And when you have Injustice, like a game like Injustice come out, that was a great story to begin with.
yeah,
Also credit to Mortal Kombat because their last Mortal Kombat had a story to it that was actually good. So yeah, they're actually taking these 2D fighters. Well, not 2D, but in
yeah.
these
Those are
fighters.
3D. Well,
Yeah, those are 3Ds. But they're
they're
taking the fighting games a
3D
lot
2D,
serious.
I guess. Yeah,
But now you're talking about 2D.
yeah. I mean, I am going to be getting Street Fighter 5. I need to.
Well, that's already out, right?
Yeah, that's already out, but I have not gotten it yet. I've just heard a whole bunch of crap that it's just not really working too great right now. So
Oh, so you're just gonna steer away from that then?
I'm gonna wait a little bit, and then hopefully they'll patch it up and I'll get it.
Yeah,
You know,
right now
that
I see it at $40 at Walmart, free shipping.
yes. Well,
But
I bought the Humble Bundle where you get like 75% off the game on PlayStation Network. So
oh yeah, that's another thing that the Humble Bundle is actually supporting on PlayStation now. I don't know if it's
yeah,
just for Capcom at this point, but I'm actually hoping they're gonna come out with other things that are more interesting to some of us.
yeah. So far it was just the Capcom one, but yeah, if they start coming out with more humble bundles for the PlayStation, that's a really hard thing to say, by the way. But if they start coming out with more humble bundles For the PlayStation, I'm gonna be so excited.
Yeah, that'd be great. I personally, if they had dropped it like a humble bundle just for was it Square Enix, that'd be perfect. Even though like
Ah,
one of those games might take you about 4 months to complete. like,
yeah.
yeah, you just paid like $15 for these 5 games, but each one takes about 5 months to complete. You've just got your money's worth.
Yeah. Well, hell, I'm still going through the remake of Final Fantasy, or I'm sorry, not the remake, but the HD remaster of Final Fantasy 7 or 10.
Oh yeah, 10. I bought 10. What was it recently? What was it? I got it for like $15 at Walmart.
Yeah.
So I'll be playing that out a little while. Start getting into the mode of Final Fantasy, but mind you, the new Final Fantasy has nothing to do with anything. First off, second off,
Yeah.
what is it? The combat is completely different.
Oh, everything's completely different. Yeah,
Everything is
it's a completely different game altogether.
yeah. I mean, personally, would you actually want Final Fantasy 15? Is it now to be
Yeah.
exactly like some of the ones we played? Fighting,
Honestly,
fighting style at least.
after going back and playing Final Fantasy 10, I wouldn't mind it.
Huh, I wouldn't mind it either. It just seemed to me. It just seemed like it was like their thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like their little thing, the little turn-based combat, and they kind of just gave up on it as we got into. I think it was not 13 because 13 kind of still had it.
It
12,
it did, but it didn't. 13 was um it, they went to the whole you really only controlled one character in the battle. I mean, you could go around and take control of the other characters, but you would do your attack and then somebody else would go and do theirs.
yeah,
It wasn't like, you know, you controlled everybody. You controlled one person at a time.
yeah. So I guess they gave it up at like 10. That's it. Because it
Yeah.
12. What was it? 12 was it? They added like the knights and all that stuff, all the crazy shit.
hmm
And what was it? That one bunny. Was it she a bunny?
Yeah, she
I
was
think
a little bunny girl.
she was a bunny.
She had little bunny ears.
Yes.
That was a really weird game.
Very strange, very very random and provocative in certain senses, but
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden I want to have sex with a bunny. It's really weird.
that was
Wait,
makes
did
you
I say
feel
that out
very
loud? I'm
odd.
sorry.
Like it makes you. Would you like to talk about this, Johnny? Like your bunny fetish right about now. This is but the combat into that game was kind of off too for me with the whole like over arrow and you kind of moved
Yeah.
around a bit.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't like the whole moving around. Like I
No.
like my character to be stationed.
Well, it was like they wanted to do the action RPG, but didn't know how. That's what it felt like.
Like they were in their basics and whatnot. Even though like you
Yeah.
have Kingdom Hearts that does that for you,
hmm
and they do it all so well. But it was kind of scary to like when you played out 15 that you kind of felt like you were playing Kingdom Hearts, but like the adult version of Kingdom Hearts. Like this is the Kingdom Hearts your mom and dad didn't want you to play, son. Like
Well, here's my confession for the night. Outside of wanting to have sex with bunnies, um, I never played any of the Kingdom Hearts.
oh god.
I was born and raised in Orlando and hated that fucking mouse. So I did not want
Oh, that makes
to
a
play
whole
that
lot of
game.
sense. Yes.
Yeah.
That makes a whole lot of sense. Yes, I'm pretty sure living in the fucking land of Disney,
Yeah.
anything with the mouse's face on it, you would feel a certain type of way.
Yeah.
Ah,
I mean, I've heard that game's great, and I've heard Epic Mickey is great as well, but I just kind of refuse to play him.
I can probably do without Epic Mickey, but Kingdom Hearts was I feel like they could have did away with it
Mm,
because Kingdom Hearts like story wise was probably one of the greatest stories I've actually like experienced as far as gaming is concerned.
I've heard that, yes.
But they probably could have did away with the Disney stuff. They could have
Okay.
I maybe in my opinion they could have spun with something else, that made kind of a little more well more or less sense than Disney. I don't know,
Right. Yeah.
but it works. It works. I'm sorry. Like, and as a person that like here and there, I've seen some Disney movies, and I've only seen like literally like 4 or 5 of them. Like,
Yeah.
so see some of the characters on there, it's like it's kind of interesting at the same time, but it's not what I'm actually aiming for. I
Right.
felt like all those areas was like filler to me when they started bringing in characters like Cloud and was it Sephiroth?
Yeah.
That got a little crazy. So, in my opinion, if Kingdom Hearts was to be ever be redone for some odd apparent reason, like there's like an apocalypse, and then like somebody finds like a Kingdom Hearts book after the apocalypse and decides like, hey, we're gonna do it this way, I would probably say like make Kingdom Hearts after your Final Fantasies, right?
Yeah.
And use the Final Fantasy universe as your hop in, hop out.
Well, here's the thing though. There are so many different Final Fantasy universes
No,
because each game is its own universe.
yeah, that's the point because that's what was Kingdom Hearts with the Disney universe. It was hop in, hop out. It was like, hey, now you're in the Lion King. Like what?
So like a BioShock Infinite kind of thing.
Oh, I haven't even played that through, and I feel
Oh,
bad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I just ruined that for you.
I. It's funny because like now I'm thinking like at the beginning of the game, and all I just remember was this bitch that I had to run with in the beach, and she would not hurry up because she wanted to dance. Like after that, I turned the game off. I was like, you know what? I'm done.
Oh no, that game is amazing. You got to play that game.
I'm waiting. I'm because they're having the remastered. I think
Okay.
was it? I don't know if it's this month or next month. The remaster is gonna drop, but I'm definitely gonna cop that out because yeah, I think everything PS3 has been remastered at this point. Like
Yeah.
it was only a matter of time. Like before you know it, that thing becomes a glorified Blu-ray player.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of glorified Blu-ray players, what do you think about the PlayStation Neo?
I haven't heard too much about it because we're still waiting for the conference for it, right?
Yeah, as far as I know, but so far everybody that I've like talked to about it has just been like, well, if I get it, it's going to be so I can have the cheapest, you know, 4K DVD or Blu-ray player out there.
I mean, that's pretty much where it's gonna go because with your Neo and I think was it Scorpio? It's called.
Yeah.
They're both aiming for 4K.
Yeah.
And my friend was telling me like he was like, oh, is it a good investment to buy it out? What was it? Because I think you get the S with a 4K TV and like some other shit all in like
Hmm.
for like $800. And I was like, that's a good deal. That's decent.
Yeah.
Like, but how bad
But
is the 4K TV? Like,
but the S isn't 4K.
no, it's not at all.
Yeah.
But that like everybody now wants to invest in 4K TVs, but
Yeah.
if you like me personally, gaming is on console. The only gaming I do on PC is usually World of Warcraft and those survival games we ran into that 1 month. And that's pretty much as far as it goes. But as far as gaming, I like to do it on console.
Hey, you played Guild
And
Wars for a little while.
yeah, there you go. Guild Wars. I don't like to admit to it, but yes, it happened. A beautiful looking game though, really.
It really is.
And you have console that's not gonna hit 4K gaming anytime soon. I don't personally see 4K gaming in our future anytime soon. We're just barely passing 1080p with 60 frames per second.
Yeah, it's true. And I'll be to be honest with you, there's not enough 4K media out there for me to want to buy a 4K TV.
I mean, I already know at some point it's gonna happen. It's gonna get to the point where you're gonna have to buy a 4K TV. It
Yeah.
happened with when was it when we had the whole thing with 1080i, 1080p.
Yeah.
Like I found out one of my TVs, like I think it was a couple of years ago, only goes up to 1080i, and that's a big
Wow.
no.
And you bought that TV?
Actually, no. Good. There's a story behind it too. It's a what was it? It's a Sony TV, right?
Okay.
I think it was the Virgin stores. one of those stores or whatever. I went into it. I remember seeing all their TVs on the wall. You know, they had their games in the back. And I'm
Hmm.
looking at the game and I'm like, what the fuck game is that? That looks amazing. And my friend is like, that's Call of Duty. That's Modern Warfare 1. It's like, no, it's not. And he's like, yes, it is. And I was like, mine doesn't look like that. And he was like, because David, you still have a tube TV.
Yes.
So eventually, I decided I was like, hey, I'm gonna go to Purchasing Power, get myself a nice little 1080, you know, HD TV, and I lucked out only because at the time, I guess like the TVs that they had, they were all 1080i.
Ah,
So I didn't know the difference between 1080i and 1080p, and 1080p was the bigger thing at the time.
yeah.
They were a little more expensive, but I got like I think it was like the one of the cheapest ones.
Okay.
But I got I think it was like a Vizio, like some weird brand, like I've never heard of at the time.
Vizio
And
ain't bad.
what happened?
So Vizio ain't bad.
No, it's not actually. What was it from
Yeah.
what I've seen and heard from other people? But that's what not. It didn't come to my house. They brought me a Sony, and I saw like the Sony Bravia, and I'm like, hey, this is not the TV. And the guy was like, dude, just take it. It's better than what you have on the paper. And I'm like, what? It was still 1080i, and now I still have that Sony Bravia that sits in my bedroom now. Like, I felt like the guy was gonna hurt me if I didn't take it. He had to bring it up like it was like 3 flights of stairs anyway. So, but yeah, that's my experience with that. Um, Pretty much we're gonna, like I said, we're not gonna try to go into that hour, but we're already 46 minutes in. It's nearing that hour.
So,
I'm gonna cut it a bit short, but we're gonna try to be back next week and do the same thing we do every week, except for those last 3 weeks that we were pretty much contagious.
yeah, just listening to us, you would have gotten sick.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, yeah, that's how bad it was. In
Yeah,
all
it was bad.
honesty, we're gonna try to play out some of the games that are coming out with I think Lords of the Fallen. We'll try to cover that.
Mm.
I'm definitely gonna get into Nuka Cola a little bit.
It's Nuka World.
No, Nuka Cola. You stand by that, all right, sir? Get you a T-shirt. Anyways, thanks for watching. You already know what to do, guys. Enjoy.